All right, Karina baby, for November the 5th. It is Bonfire Night. Oops. That's okay. All right. Wrap up warm, snug and tight. We're going out. It's bonfire night. The flames are hot, our faces glow, waiting for the fire show. Waiting for the fireworks show. Bang, they're off, and way up high, a million stars burst in the sky. Oh. Mama used to take you to bonfires, and Mama used to take you to go out and see fireworks as well. Usually not together, but that person gets to go out. Did you vote? It's a lot of fun. Alright, so yesterday we read The Jungle Book. Yeah, baby. I honestly can't wait to see you, honey. I see I'm gonna bring you something. Probably that unicorn. The plushie I got you. So this way you could have a blanket and a teddy bear. Unicorn teddy bear. Okay, there's the golden basket. Here's the Jungle Book. So our next story is Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. On a winter's day many years ago, the queen sat sewing at her palace window. Through the window, framed in black ebony, she saw a gleaming white snow. Suddenly the queen pricked her finger, and tiny 3 drops of blood appeared. I wish I had a baby, thought the queen, with skin as white as the snow, lips as red as blood, and hair as black as ebony of the window frame. Soon afterwards, her wish came true. A lovely little daughter was born to the queen. She had skin as white as snow, lips as red as blood, and her hair as black as ebony. She was named Snow White. A few years later, the queen died and the king married again. The new queen was very proud and vain. She thought herself the most beautiful woman in the world. She had a magic mirror, and every day she would look into it and ask, "Magic mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of us all?" And the mirror would reply, "Thou art the fairest, Lady Queen." But as Snow White grew up, she became more and more lovely. Soon she was more beautiful than the queen, her stepmother. One day the queen stood as usual before the mirror and asked, "Magic mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of us all?" And the mirror answered, "O Lady Queen, thou art fine, but none to Snow White can compare." The stepmother queen flew into a rage. She called one of the king's huntsmen to her and said, "Take Snow White out into the forest and kill her. Bring back her heart, so that I will know that you have obeyed me." But when they reached the forest, the huntsman could not bear to kill the lovely girl. "Run away and hide," he said to Snow White. Then he killed a wild animal and took its heart back to the wicked queen. Snow White left alone in the forest, wandering alone until she came to a little cottage. She knocked at the door, and when there was no answer, she opened the door and went in. There she saw a little table nearly set with 7 little white cups and saucers. Along the wall there were 7 little beds. They looked so inviting that Snow White lay down on one of the beds and fell sound asleep. That was the home of the 7 dwarfs. And soon they returned from their mountains. When they lit the candles, they saw Snow White asleep on the bed. "How beautiful she is," they said softly, as not to disturb her, and they let her sleep there until morning. The next day the 7 dwarfs cowered around Snow White. "Who are you?" Oh, crowded around Snow White. "Who are you?" Snow White told the dwarfs about her wicked stepmother and how the huntsman had spared her life. "Now I am without a home," she said. "Would you like to live with us?" asked the dwarfs. "You can sew and mend and keep everything tidy." This made Snow White very happy. "Oh, thank you," she said. "I could want nothing better." So she stayed and took care of the home of the 7 dwarfs. Off in the palace, the stepmother thought that Snow White was dead. But one day, when she went to the mirror as usual and asked, "Magic mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of us all?" the mirror answered, "O Lady Queen, thou shalt art fine, but none to Snow White can compare. Deep within the forest green, she lives with 7 little men." The queen was furious. She decided to kill Snow White herself. Taking off her palace gown, she dressed herself as a peddler woman. Then she set out for the forest with a basket of fruit in her arms. In the basket was a nice rosy apple filled with magic poison. When she came to the cottage, the wicked stepmother found Snow White at the window, darning a little sock. "Good day, pretty maid," she said the disgusted stepmother. "I have some nice apples to sell." She held up the shiny red apple that was poisoned. The 7 dwarfs had warned Snow White not to let anyone in while they were away in the mountains. So she said, "I cannot let you in," but the apple looked so fresh and inviting that she reached out and took it. No sooner had she taken the first bite than she had fallen on the floor in a dead faint. The stepmother laughed as she hurried back through the woods. "Now I am the fairest in the land," she said to herself. It was a sad sight that met the dwarves when they returned to the cottage. Their beloved Snow White was laying quite quiet and still on the floor. They wept, but try as they might, they could not bring her back to life. Snow White looked so beautiful that the dwarves decided to place her in a glass case. Then they carried her to the hilltop, where they took turns keeping watch. One day a huntsman prince from far-off country rode by. He looked at the lovely girl in the glass case and fell in love with her. He begged the dwarves to let him take Snow White with him. "I cannot live without her," he pleaded. The dwarves gave their consent. As the prince lifted the case, the piece of poison apple fell out of Snow White's lips. She came to life again, and she sat up. "How did I get here? And who are you?" she said to the prince. The prince and the dwarves were overcome with joy. They told her all that had happened. Then the prince fell on his knees before Snow White. "Will you come with me and be my bride?" he asked. And so charmingly did he look that Snow White said yes. Then Snow White thanked the dwarves for all they had done for her and rode off with the prince. A great wedding feast was proclaimed. The palace was decked with brilliant lights, velvet drapes, and gorgeous flowers. Snow White's stepmother was among the people invited to the wedding. So she did not know that Snow White was to be the prince's bride. After dressing herself in her finest clothes, the stepmother queen went to the mirror and asked, "Magic mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of us all?" The mirror replied, "O queen, thou hast a beauty rare, but Snow White, the prince's bride, is still more fair." The queen turned pale in amusement and rage. She struck at the magic mirror, and as the mirror fell to the floor in fragments, the wicked stepmother fell dead. Never again would she harm Snow White. The wedding feast was very gay, and the dancing and festivities lasted all through the night, and Snow White and the prince lived happily ever after. All There's Snow White. Tomorrow's going to be the story of Aladdin and the Wonderful Lamp. Alright, Karina baby, let's do We sit and watch the rain as it falls from the sky, and we are glad to be inside where it is warm and dry. Oh yes, I do love the rain. It keeps the earth so clean and helps the pretty flowers grow from the mountains to the streams. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Let's do... Oh, the grand old Duke of York had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill, and then he marched them down again. And when they were up, they were up. And when they were down, they were down. And when they were only halfway up, they were neither up nor down. Let's do, oh, say, old playmates, come out and play with me, and bring your dollies 3, climb up my apple tree, shout down my rain barrel, slide down my cellar door, and we'll be jolly friends forevermore, more. It was a sunny day, she could not go out to play. She said with tearful eyes, my dolly's got the flu. Boo hoo 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 hoo. I ain't got no rain barrel, I ain't got no cellar door, but we'll be jolly friends forevermore, more. Karina baby, I love you so much and I miss you so much, honey. I can't wait to see you. Let's do Lila Tove, baby. Lila Tove, and good night to you. Lila Tove, may your dreams come true. We sing Lila Tove, may Israel protect you throughout the night until we reach the morning light. I love you, I miss you, I can't wait to see you. Like Papa always used to say, Mama's Papa's son, Papa's my moon, and you are most definitely our rainbow baby. We love you. I love you.